Welcome back to Hey Kentucky. We all know that school is off in person for the rest of the year, but how will this impact students next fall and beyond? I'm pleased to be joined tonight by Olivia Krauth, the education reporter from the Courier-Journal. Thanks for being here, Olivia. This has been a busy time for you.
Yes, it has.
So we did away with the standardized testing earlier before the mandate that schools not be in person for the rest of the year. How are teachers and educators working through things about how they're preparing for students for next year?
Right. It's really they're taking things a day at a time, it seems like. They are working with kids. Right now, a lot of people are just still trying to get in contact with some of the kids that they haven't heard from, especially in Jefferson County. And now they're kind of moving to this point where some districts are done with NTI. They're done with distance learning and they're going to just take the summer now. And some districts are looking to, okay, if kids have fallen behind, if they were already behind, what kind of supports can we do over the summer? Of course, accommodating for social distancing and that kind of stuff, so that kids will be caught up and everybody will kind of be where they need to be come August or whenever schools are back in session.
Have there been some ongoing conversations about what to do about high school seniors? Will they be able to have some sort of graduation ceremony? And I assume that colleges will accept credits and all of that because we're all dealing with the same stuff across the nation. But will they be able to celebrate graduation? It's such a milestone.
That is the question of the year. It seems like the class of 2020 has certainly drawn the short end of the stick. It seems like districts are, really trying to innovate, come up with different options for their seniors to celebrate. I know a lot of people out here in Louisville are driving around giving out yard signs to celebrate in that way. They're looking at options to hold in-person celebrations in the fall or whenever it's safe to do so, to gather in those large groups so that somebody at some point will be able to celebrate what you said is such a big milestone for so many students.
I will say it breaks my heart for the class of 2020, but I am concerned about where our kids will be when the fall starts. And I know teachers will have to make accommodations for that, but it doesn't seem, NTI is not the same. It's just not.
No, no, I have not heard a single educator say NTI is even remotely close to being in front of a trained teacher who typically has a master's degree in, education. So a lot of concern is out there about kids falling behind, even kids who typically are, right on grade level. They're where they need to be. And of course, kids who might be advanced may not be getting the same kind of enrichment or anything like that. So that's another big question. You don't know how this is going to impact kids. Being out of class for even the summer causes people to slide back. So how is that, if you're essentially doubling the summer, how's that going to work? I don't know.
Do you feel like distance learning has revealed even more of the socioeconomic and racial divides that there are within education system?
Oh, yeah, you're absolutely correct, because so much of that socioeconomic divide, that is tied to the racial divide, and both of those are tied into the digital divide. So whether or not you have, a laptop or a Chromebook and reliable internet access at home, because there's a difference between obviously in-person instruction and NTI, and then also online NTI and being able to immediately contact your teacher in class versus picking up a paper packet and hoping you understand it. It's really important to bring that up because the people who do have the resources, this won't impact them as much as kids who don't have the resources.
I hope that's one thing or one sort of change that we can bring about because of this, is to realize that there is a huge education gap there that we need to fix.
Education experts, teachers, journalists, we've kind of known about it for a while, but now everyone is going through it, and it's right there. You can't ignore it. So making it so obvious and clear, I think, may lead to some change on that front.
All right, Olivia Krauth from the Courier-Journal, thanks so much for your insight today. We appreciate it.
Not a problem. Thanks.
Much more Hey Kentucky right after this.